During the COVID-19 pandemic, educational institutions worldwide were forced to shift to online learning to ensure continuity and comply with public health measures. This rapid transition underscores significant disparities in educational access between privileged and unprivileged students, primarily due to the differing levels of access to essential learning technologies. For many students, particularly those from low-income households, the lack of resources such as computers, software, digital pens, microphones, personal computers, and headsets become a formidable barrier to effective learning. Research indicates that more than 40% of 700 underprivileged children surveyed did not possess computers suitable for online lessons, while over 30% lacked reliable internet access. This statistics reveals the reality of digital devices not only intensify existing educational inequalities, but also creates new challenges for those already disadvantaged. Students who cannot participate in online classes due to technology issues are at risk of falling behind their peers, further widening the achievement gap. Furthermore, unequal education opportunities could be seen in the phenomenon of after-school tutoring in Hong Kong. In Hong Kong, parents often enroll their children in tutoring, music, and sports classes to enhance their chances of getting into top schools. Starting as early as kindergarten, tutoring is particularly emphasized for improving academic performance. Surveys from 2012 shows that over 72% of primary and 61% of secondary schools attend after-school tutoring, averaging 3 to 5 hours weekly and costing around 150 to 200 Hong Kong dollar per hour, totaling 1,800 to 4,000 Hong Kong dollar monthly. For families below the poverty line with a net income under 9,500 Hong Kong dollar, this expense can be prohibitive. Some teens even leave school at as young as 15 to work and support their families. Those who stay in school often lack academic support and accessing tutoring resources, making it difficult for underprivileged students to keep up, especially as they advance to higher grades. Without adequate help, many struggle to achieve their university aspirations despite their efforts.
The author, a volunteer tutor, stressed that while some students work hard, flaws in the education system put them at risk of failure. Especially in so-called rent-free schools, only about 20% of students can meet the minimum requirement for admission to sub-degree programs. In contrast, children from wealthy families have access to better education resources, including excellent teachers and additional tutoring. Hazel Chan, a university freshman who has to study at home due to the pandemic, is forced to study at the same table with her sister, who just got into secondary school. Besides the physical environment, poor internet interrupts online learning as well. If one of the two sisters is answering questions from teachers, the other will easily be affected due to internet traffic jams, according to Chan. When both of us turn our cameras on, the video quality will drop significantly, making it very hard to concentrate, said Chan. Choi is a single mother with 2 children trying to keep up with their studies online. But to do so, they've to become Wi-Fi squatters, hanging out where there's free internet, which is usually available for a limited time.
During the pandemic, people have to wear masks to protect themselves. I see my mom works very hard to earn money, and she looks very tired every day. All my classmates start to have online lessons. Almost actions. Mom comforts me every day. She tells me that don't worry about the online lessons, and the pandemic will end soon. My teacher tells me to study hard and try my best to catch up with my classmates. The only thing I can do is study harder. I comfort myself and try to help my mom with the housework.
I feel really anxious and I'm worried about everything. The situation of my family isn't great. My mom has to work all day to earn the money and cover the bill. And also, I need to have my lesson online. But the Wi-Fi wasn't that great. So it really made me feel anxious because I can't catch up with the class. I can't catch up with my classmates. One of my classmates, they have computer, they have big screen, but for me, I only have an old phone. So I don't know how I can do, and sometimes I feel inferior. Yes, because my family wasn't rich, and I don't know how I can do to help my family. Maybe all the thing I can do is to study hard. And yes, during the pandemic, we need to stay healthy. It's the most important thing. But after that, I really want to go to a good university and have a good job, and then to help my family. But In this situation, I'm really worried about my future.
Due to these existing issues, a range of solutions have been developed to address them. The primary objective of these initiatives or implementations is to support underprivileged students who are impacted by poverty and face inequalities. Firstly, starting with the solution involving direct financial assistance from the government and community by dispersing scholarships or providing fundings. The Hong Kong government and many communities have held initiatives to raise funds through donations specifically towards less privileged students. One ongoing example is the Future Stars Upward Mobility Scholarship Scheme. The Future Stars Upward Mobility Scholarship is a scholarship scheme implemented by the Commission on Poverty and coordinated with the assistance of the Hong Kong Council of Social Service, with the aim of assisting youths from less privileged backgrounds in enhancing their ability to move upwards. Funded by donations across Hong Kong, each scholarship recipient is awarded to 50,000 Hong Kong dollars to support their financial activities. The scheme has been implemented since 2014, with over 445 secondary schools participating in it each year. Scholarship recipients range from secondary 3 to secondary 6 students across Hong Kong. Over 40 million Hong Kong dollars have been raised since the implementation of the scheme. By providing scholarships and funds to students in poverty, would increase their quality of education and provide them the motivation to keep striving. More focus can be directed towards their studies with the financial burden being alleviated. It would lead to an improvement in academic performance. With education becoming increasingly dependent on technology, especially following the shift from physical to online learning due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Hong Kong government has implemented relevant measures to support the students. To support students with internet to study at home, the Student Finance Office and Social Welfare Department will disperse subsidy for internet access charges, also known as SIA, to eligible families respectively. Free Wi-Fi services have been provided at 69 public libraries all across Hong Kong to facilitate students' internet learning. Students have been able to access the internet by going to the nearest public library around them free of charge. In today's context, Hong Kong Public Libraries provides over 1,200 internet and digital service workstations and kids' internet and digital service workstations, allowing access to many various online resources and internet browsing. To provide struggling students support with not only financial and material assistance, mentoring schemes to provide opportunities for growth and development have also been conducted. The Strive and Rise program, held by the Hong Kong government, is a mentoring program that covers many beneficial aspects towards students in poverty. The current target audience of the program are underprivileged students of primary 3 to primary 6 to prioritize students in the early development stage. The program involves financial assistance of 5,000 Hong Kong dollars at the start and end of the program, assigning mentors to the students and out-of-school outings. It is a 1-year lasting program with the following 2 years of alumni membership. Struggling students who most likely suffer from the lack of opportunities and self-confidence are able to gain access to them through similar mentoring programs. The guidance and support their family might not be able to provide can be provided by the mentors assigned. By implementing these solutions, the gap between the rich and poor students can be decreased slightly. While these solutions are able to improve the situation to a small extent, it is insufficient to entirely transform the situation and allow all students from different backgrounds to be equal.
In detail, schools should implement diverse income-based and need-based scholarship programs to cover tuitions, fees, and essential living expenses for students from low-income families. Teachers can conduct home visits to assess family situations and determine eligibility for scholarships, empowering underprivileged students to pursue their educational aspirations while elevating financial barriers. Additionally, access to reliable Wi-Fi remains a critical challenge. To enhance connectivity, we can partner with local schools and community organizations to provide free laptops and portable Wi-Fi hotspots to students eligible for free or reduced price program. To further support the student, we propose a structured mentorship program. By recruiting professionals and college students from diverse backgrounds, we can provide one-on-one guidance to low-income high school students. These mentors will share their experience and insights, helping students navigate academic challenge and prepare for future careers. This initiative not only builds confidence, but also nurtures a supportive community that bridges socio-economic divides. The gap between affluent and underprivileged students is not merely a statistic. It embodies real lives and unrealized potential. Change is within our reach. Each of us has a role to play in combating this inequality, whether through volunteering, supporting local organizations, or raising awareness. Education is a fundamental right, not a privilege. Let's strive for a future where every student, regardless of their backgrounds, has the opportunity to succeed. Thank you.